This is a podcast of hope. Close the door, put out the light. You know they won't be home tonight. You chose the path no one goes. We hold no quarter. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Got a whole tube of glue and some lube. Where's my shoe? Breaking news, and here's why. Alien beings and UFOs exist. The leaders of every nation on the planet know they are real. That's all. Go about your day. No, that's what I want to talk about again in this podcast. I'm going to talk a little bit about some alien beings and whether or not they exist, and talk about just one or two people in particular. And also the second half of this podcast is dedicated to my fish. So if you want to talk about the fish, head to the second half. But right now I want to talk about this dude. Everyone's seen him. He's got the crazy tall hair. Giorgio A. Tsoukalos. He is the Swiss-born Greek writer and television personality featured on Ancient Aliens and In Search of Aliens on the H2 series. He's been on the Travel Channel, History Channel, Sci-Fi Channel, National Geographic Channel, and Coast to Coast AM, and is a consulting producer of Ancient Aliens. And he's a cool dude. He's Swiss, so he's a funny dude to listen to. He's the guy who's got a tall hair in Ancient Aliens, and he's one of the more down-to-earth people that like to talk about aliens. And he kind of ties into the next guy that I wanted to talk about. Giorgio ties into Terence McKenna, who has this theory that aliens are actually among us in the form of fungus. Fungus is a different animal kingdom. It is not a plant or an animal or a reptile or a fish. It is its own animal kingdom. And actually funguses came to Earth and invaded the Earth. And it is just one huge network of fungi and mushrooms that just we live amongst. And there is a doubling of human brain size in the period of 2 million years, like hundreds of million years ago, where us humans, brain size doubled in just only 2 million years. Somehow, evolutionarily, I can't even say it, evolutionarily, and they doubled. And Terence McKenna's theory of Georgios Tsoukalos' aliens are that they're mushrooms and that we actually ate them and they made us super smart. And that's why we started making cave paintings and started writing stuff down, because before that we didn't do that. So we got visited by ancient aliens in the form of mushrooms and other fungi. I'm tying it all together, folks. And then once this happens and we are fully conscious beings through mushrooms, and this evolution goes even further, and then this scientist claims doesn't have is this the guy? Robert Lanza, and the theory of biocentrism. He claims that the quantum theory proves consciousness moves to another universe at death. Biocentrism, he has a book called How Life and Consciousness Are the Keys to Understanding the Nature of the Universe. That is a long, long title. But it's essentially what me and a buddy of mine have been saying all along. There's a common expression out there called YOLO. It's an anagram for you only live once. This scientist claim and me and my buddy's expression are the opposite of you only live once, and it's called Yala. That's our anagram, and it's you always live again. So after death, your consciousness moves to another universe. And that's what the scientist claims. There's multiple worlds. There's a scientific explanation for the soul, allegedly. And consciousness is a property like space-time. So you can't get rid of space, you can't get rid of time, you can't get rid of consciousness, you can't get rid of gravity. You can't get rid of aliens. And even if they're not little green men, they're here. And they've already done, I don't know if it's damage, but they've done some work, I would say, in that 2 million years where our human brain size doubled hundreds of millions of years ago. And then also through spiritual growth of using mushrooms. And eating mushrooms, and the good stuff that they do for us. There's medicines that we use for mushrooms and everything. So, that was my big break, and I wanted to share with you guys that idea of how us monkeys, us caterpillars, through aliens, become a butterfly, and whose butterfly dies and becomes another butterfly-esque being in another universe. So that's my ultimate theory of life, which is just a theory, and it's just one, and it's definitely not the right one, and it's definitely not the wrong one, and it's definitely one of multiverse millions. So that, that's millions and millions of different multiverses. So, I like to think I'm typically unique having this podcast, but I don't know if I am. So, you guys have your Facebooks, I have my podcast. We're all the same, dude. Conforming to non-conformity. So, on that note, I'm going to switch gears. We're going to talk about my fish. If you like fish, if you like fish, if you like fish, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, 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 because that's what Ellen DeGeneres does. And if you see this tank, this is my 75-gallon swimming fish tank. It is filtered 120 gallons per hour, I believe, or it's like 150, I think it's double. And then there are 3 cobalt silver angelfish, and also a large bala shark in there, 3 Congo tetra, and my butterfly pleco. If you see him swimming around, I don't know if you can see him. He's pretty cool, so you've probably seen him swimming in and out of this vid. But those are Congo tetra that I got in there from the Amazon River, and so are the angelfish. Angelfish are from the Amazon River. The bala shark is actually from Indonesia. So I wanted to try to recreate the Amazon River in here. The bala shark doesn't really feel at home, but the other fish do. Amazon River is a slow-moving, hot river. So even though it's kind of moving a little fast in there, for the Congo fish, the angelfish like it because it simulates the Amazon River, which is where they are from. And the idea of using driftwood is to feed some of the fish. They actually feed the snails too. There's microbacteria that grows on the wood, and there's also microbacteria that grows on the wood that the snails eat and that the pleco eats. And I don't want to feed this pleco too much because he will get huge. He will get like 16 inches long. Right now he's about maybe like 8 inches, I would have to say. But angelfish has got to be close to like 5 inches tall from top of the fin. That black guy, his name's Richard Parker. Richard Parker, how are you? Named after the Life of Pi tiger in the book and film Life of Pi. And then I got one white angelfish in there. His name's Mohammed, or Jesus, or Neo, or just the one, because I only have one. One white fish, one black fish, Richard Parker. And then there's the 3 blue ones, 3 blue angelfish. Those are the only 2 names. And then, the Kurt Cobain is the name of my pleco. He's a butterfly pleco. His name's Kurt Cobain. Call him Kurt, because it smells like Teen Spirit in here. When the lights out, we hit the stages. But yeah, that's the 75 gallon. It stays on for about 12 hours a day. I do 25-30% water changes every week. If you're interested in the fish, let me know. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. I'm going to look up one more little topic here for you in a sec, and then we'll be out. So stay tuned for one more second. Hold half a moment. Thanks for that half a moment. I needed that. I wanted to send this half a moment to you. This one's dedicated to you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you're having a beautiful day, no matter where you are and no matter what shape, form, or fashion you happen to be right now. I wish you the best of intentions and the best of beautiful thoughts, because you are a beautiful person, and then you can do whatever you want, and you should do whatever you want. That's how I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and you should do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody. That's how I feel about everything. One little note here I wanted to say: remember that you are a beautiful human being, and you can achieve anything you want. Have an awesome day. And on that note, I want y'all to have an awesome day. Make it a good one. I have friends that would say tank on. I have friends that would say smell you later. I have friends that would say Hizballah Ahmadinejad. No, I don't know. I don't have any friends that would say that. I know Hizballah and Allah Ahmed. Praise Allah. They would say, thank God. Thank God. Praise be God. Praise be to God. That's what praise Allah means. Bismillah. Praise be to God. Bismillah. Praise be to God. But thanks again for listening. I would love to have another guest on. We'll have a guest on soon. I don't know if it'll be the next podcast or what, but it should be soon, because having to fill this time up by myself is getting kind of goofy. I have all these notes and I don't know what to throw at you, so it's kind of jumping around. I will get it down. I won't throw the fish in the middle. I'll dedicate one just to the fish. I'll dedicate, I don't know, one to the other ideas. So hopefully we'll get it down, but it's just you and me, me and the internet, all you guys and anyone who decides to have a beautiful moment, share with me and looking at the fish and listen to this. So I hope you have, but best of luck, and I will grant you some esoteric wisdom in the form of a quote. As soon as I can find one that I like, I'm flipping through my pages here, of someone I really, or all the quotes and shit that I really like. I will find one that will brighten your day. The best, here's one. I don't know if it's going to apply to everyone, but the best karma you can have is being born into a good family. I was born into a good family. I hope you have a good family. That's the best karma. And if you are born into those circumstances, share that good karma of a good family. Because not everybody has had a good family. Not everyone has had that experience, but you have the best karma for being born into it. So be good to others, because others may not have had that karma, that good of karma. Like I've said before in recent podcasts, your life's like the respawn point some people get in a video game. If you get respawned in a video game and it's not a good point and you got a shitty gun, you got a bad respawn point and a shitty gun. So just make the best of it, and maybe somebody will come along, a teammate will come along and help you out and find another gun, so you guys can work as a team, take down the enemy. Because Call of Duty kicks butt. Oh, Advanced Warfare Zombies, oh my gosh, kicks butt. But you kick butt today. Have a beautiful day. Thanks again for listening. Beautiful day, beautiful night, beautiful evening, beautiful morning, whatever you're doing right now, wherever you happen to be. I hope it's beautiful. You stay beautiful, and you stay cool, too. Thanks a lot. Big L, rest in peace. Chicka chicka. I don't know who that is. I heard Joe Rogan say it. Alright, later. Peace out. Big kiss. Mwah.